put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I admit it. Man, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take a G-pad. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Seen them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on them, and they both. I hate them hating on them, and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. Now cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel yelling. It's not enough. Few solid left but it's not enough. Few that'll really step but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself but it's not enough. Hey. Hey. Monster! But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city where the flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up in an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux, and that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Monster! Oh, man. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
It's crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, too up, mate. Get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We bout to bump then. Better bang yours. Cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. Does the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Ayy, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Ayy, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beats like it's Dre. Like the money in the bank, you better play where it's safe. Told him Bella fill his tank, run up to the next state. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the public. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slimy summer. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got good, go retrieve it. Just short, small. When I'm from Cali, with the cheetah, pin out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
My haters, I wish them well. Get up on my level, I'm sending them straight to hell. We all in your city, your name ain't ringing a bell. All this motion on my cell, you would think I got it for sale. It was Friday, I met him up by the shell. He took me to the bank cause he sent me too much for Zelle. Keeping secrets, he know that I never tell. It's a bird, it's a plane, oh, it's coming in through the mail. I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, gold grill, plain, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, chest set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
I ripped it. All these on my two first, no dribble. These always talking pillar. Thing like scissor. Like youngest, I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Glizzock never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Hey, out here broke, they damn nerd. Damn little mama bad as but they diamonds on me fight, neck and wrist, I can Tina. Orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia. Going against Glizzock, wouldn't wanna be a.
I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, gold grill, plain, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, chest set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
Yeah. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop piper. Warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy, turn it like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop piper. Warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and second and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order, treading danger. Exposed to cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the road. Till I make my way up, I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with the.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Great, set. Right anyway, yeah. Delta.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
At the 32-yard line.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. The Eagles at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
73. No,
throwing is Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
Now they'll shift things around.
At the 19-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the first and goal.
Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Nix to the air. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time was well for a solid gain.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Kill, 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 kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the Eagles' 10-yard line.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Nix. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Bo Nix, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
Early down starts to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 10. Now Dobbins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. In motion, the tight end. Here's Nix. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Set.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now it's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw, here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw is Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Second and 2. That's taken in by Franklin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop. Shake my paranoia. Can't stop the rock. 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 You can't shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop. Down, down, baby. Down, down, baby. Down, down, baby. Down, down, baby. Shake the rock like animal. Aphrodite at the waterhole. Shake the rock like animal. Aphrodite in the waterhole. Come on. You can't stop. You can't stop. You can't stop. Stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. Can't stop.
All right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Can you hear me?
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go through the rain here in South Philly. And this one sent all the way over the back. No thought of putting this in the landing area, so it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready, let's hit.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbin. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Zach Barr, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. And in motion is Ingram. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down. And in motion is Ingram. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jordan Davis. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And this one doesn't do a whole lot. It's out of bounds, short of midfield.
No, set.
On play action, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end. Dallas got him. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On first down, it's Hurts. Moving to his right. He's going to run it. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, easy, 63, back. Hey, Silver. No touch.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's dropped left side by Goddard. And he's close to another first down. He'll step out. He's right at that first down marker.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
They'll run the draw with Barkley. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here's 3rd and 2.
No touch.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Great, set. 180. Hey! No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
No touch. Trimmer. No touch.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's DeVonta Smith.
Number 6, DeVonta Smith. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back in Philly in a moment. Third and 5. To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he is close to the pileup, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. And this one is no good. Not sure if the rain and the wet footing is an issue there, but no extra point. The score stays where it is.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. A run with Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up the 5. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now it's Dobbins. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7. The Eagles 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. They send Sutton in motion. Second down. Nix. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Working out of the gun. It's Hicks. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jordan Davis. He's able to get to the quarterback for the second time here in this first half. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Here's the punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's their punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Now whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. On comes the punter now. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10.
I mean Michelin, traveling on dividends. She said that I'm bald like a 90s symbol is. I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, Malva pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. And a couple of teams who've underwhelmed thus far squaring off as we're underway in Week 5. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Hurts now from the gun. On the move, headed right. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down throwing for Hurts. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Broadcast incomplete. And they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
2nd down. Still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Hurts yet again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him first play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Nick's looking to throw. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative. And the best way to do that is to start fast. And, well, once again, they're not.
We'll get it at the 9. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
180, 180.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 11.
63, 63, 63.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Crowd, let's get it. Tiger Hornet. Go Silver, ready?
Trying on 4th down. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Dose of the hurry up here.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. We'll cobble together a yard there. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
No touch that. 63, 63, 63. No touch.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And downfield, and Goddard has it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Barkley trying this up the gut. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Working quickly here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Broncos going nickel here. 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. So they're left with 4th down here.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there. Unable to bring it in.
Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
Great.
On 4th down, Hurts chased out to his right. He's going for it himself. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. And he can't do it himself. He's stopped behind the line. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series, quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Slot man's in motion right. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right, we talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Third and long for Nix. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now, Brock, still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Second down now. They need 7. Hurts. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Throw here, third down. And he's caught. He's got ground. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
The 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Barkley again here on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Great. Trimmer. Like a hornet.
They'll air it out on third. He finds Brown right side. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They'll go. Hurts. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but when you see the doubt that put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Now Nix. And they'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. This fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. And now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Give to Dobbins to start the third. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Nix from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Nix off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
73.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down. Offense in a hurry up here. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Working quickly here.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
He's back to throw. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Get some space around midfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hurts on 1st down. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. He has room past the 25. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Good, set. Tiger Hornet. Try left, Yeti.
Hurts looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
From the red zone on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
Hurts to throw. He's got a screen to the running back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
On the 5-yard line, looks like they're going to try it here on fourth and goal.
Great, set.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. It's in close. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on down near the end zone.
On any fourth down attempt, somebody's going to get a huge momentum boost. It was the offense who laid down the challenge, but it was the defense who delivered. And now it's their teammates going to take over on the field with the very next series.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Yeah, nice sound here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
Here's Dobbins again on second down. Off to the races, middle of the field. 40. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos stretch their lead on the final play of the third. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown.
The double whammy of this one, Kate, is just where they were on the field. Mentally, defensively, it's almost like an 8-point swing, going from the chance at a safety in one end zone to watching and celebrating the other one.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. A play fake now Hurts to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Easy, 63, 60. Yeti. No touch.
First down throwing from Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. On the move, past the 40. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Another Eagles first down.
Great.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Caught, nice game left side. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's another Eagles first down.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Right on the doorstep now. Here's first and goal. It's a sneak, Hurts. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the fourth. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 9.
Bombers.
Back to throw it. They did it. He made the interception. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles have some new life in the fourth.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Back to throw, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Running left, it's Dobbins. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. They need more of those as they trail by a score.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Broncos holding on to a field goal lead. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. First down now, ball at the 33. He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Setting up to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set in through the rain. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pitch quickly. He's going to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Set.
Here's Hurts. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth.
17, Eagles 14. Jacob Elliott taking it on for Philadelphia.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Nick's getting to stretch his legs a little bit here. So the Broncos right